Greetings and welcome to the arcade. This is episode 52, the Mario Brothers Restore Part 2. In this episode, we will focus on cleaning and rebuilding the Nintendo two-way joysticks and repopulating the control panel. We're making some great progress on this restore, so let's get started. Okay, so what are we doing right now? We are disassembling the Nintendo two-way joystick on my Mario Brothers. What we're gonna do, based on Mike's Arcade, had a really good, some really good advice and some good instructions on how to disassemble these. If you want to look at a breakout illustration, but what we need to do, our goal right now is to take this rusted out. There's like a bearing in there, like a ball bearing in there, that actually, when it's gummed up and all that stuff, it actually causes the joystick not to operate function. So we're going to disassemble this. We are going to use WD-40 to get the gunk off. Then we're going to kind of soak this assembly with the bearing in there in warm, soapy water. Then we're going to dry it with compressed air. And then we're going to reassemble it, and then we're going to re-lubricate it with this 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil. This is how bad this joystick was on the player one side. Absolutely a mess, and it's really there's so much gunk in here from age and wear and tear, and we're gonna make this look good again. So all right, I'm going to do a lot of this work off camera, and let's get this thing working again. All right, just to kind of show you the steps that I'm taking is I'm taking some WD-40, and I'm going to hit the base part here on both sides with the WD-40. I'm going to let it sit here for a minute. I'm going to get all of the parts here. This thing, well, that's a mess. I'm going to get the spring really good too here. One of the next steps I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this little hand sander here, and get all of the gunk off the top of that here, which will make really good progress. One of the final phases of the cleaning is we're going to take, we've got some warm soapy water here, and we are going to take the parts and we're going to soak them in the, watch this, you'll see how dirty this is. Yeah, look at all the dirt and stuff come out of there. So we're definitely going to let that soak here for a few minutes. We're going to put all the parts in. I'm going to put the spring in, all the parts. So, going to let the soap do its magic here. We have we got some compressed air here, and what we wanted to do, we kind of wanted to use the compressed air to, we're gonna use the compressed air to dry off any excess liquid from the cleaning here. And one thing here is this base is in great condition now. It's all cleaned, and we are ready to reassemble the joystick for the Mario Brothers. Now, one thing I'll mention here, I'll show you a screenshot. Mike's Arcade has a really great reference for the identification of all the different Nintendo joystick types, the 4-ways, the 2-ways, the different style for Mario Brothers, the different style for Donkey Kong 3 versus Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. So check out mikesarcade.com and look up the Nintendo joystick types. And it's a great reference. It's got breakout illustrations so you can see how to assemble and reassemble the joysticks. We're going to apply a little oil here. It said also to apply some lubrication right there. It said also to apply some lubrication right here on the joystick guide here, the metal joystick guide. So a lot of metal parts rubbing together, so you have to lubricate the joystick. It actually recommends that you lubricate those every 3 months. That's like based on what I saw online. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take the joystick here and kind of, wow, that's pretty good. Gonna get that oil in there real good. And voila, there you have a really nice joystick here. So see, once you get all of the parts and pieces in place and do all your cleaning, literally it springs right back in the middle. And eventually, you know, some of the things you can do here to do a restore is you can actually put a new joystick, metal joystick guide, which Mike's Arcade sells those. And this one's in great shape, so I'm not going to do that. We are ready to re-populate the control panel. And I actually had these marked at one time, but as I was cleaning it, I had to use some chemicals and my markings came off. So, all right, something else that I need to do is these buttons are filthy, so I'm going to do a cleaning on the buttons real quick. Be right back. Okay, so we had a very successful evening so far, and I would like to show you the result of the work. There is a very nice control panel, and yes, the joysticks are awesome. They're snapping right back into the center like they should. Buttons are all clean. Very, very excited about this restoration so far. That is a great looking control panel. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Arcade Hollywood. Check out www.mikesarcade.com if you're looking for replacement Nintendo parts. Once again, wanted to give a huge shout out to my good friend Mike Miller and his band Origami for providing me with all the amazing music for this channel. You can check them out at origami.tumblr.com. Coming soon to Arcade Hollywood, we will have the Mario Brothers Widebody Restore Part 3, the Arcade Jason Full Access Tour, and we will have the latest arcade vlog update. If you like what you see, please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget you can check me out on Twitter, Arcade Hollywood at Hollywood Arcade. We are also out there on Facebook and Google+. Please email me with any comments or questions at discohollywood1@gmail.com. Alright, this does it for another episode of Arcade Hollywood. Until next time, rock on.